This leads as the festive season comes to a close. Traffic is expected to be heavy on major routes as many people make their way back home. Drivers are advised to plan ahead and be prepared for delays. Let's now go to SABC News reporter Lutendo Bobodi for the latest updates on the traffic situation at the Beitbridge Border Post. Lutendo, good afternoon to you and thank you so much for your time. Let's just start with whether or not traffic volumes are picking up.
Well, right now, of course, we have seen coming here, we've seen traffic volumes, of course, picking up, especially traffic coming from other countries, neighboring countries to South Africa. But right now, where we are, we are at the center of what we call border jumping here at the Beitbridge, next to the Beitbridge Border Post. As you can see behind me, if I'll step out of the picture a little, this is a fence that was built recently, a fence that, of course, evoked a whole lot of controversy. But behind it, there's a fence that was built by the apartheid government, which is also broken. Now, they use this, border jumpers use these particular holes here to jump into Zimbabwe and also jump back into South Africa. They also transport cargo through here. They avoid tax right at the border, and they come through the river just to smuggle stolen goods, sometimes just transporting cargo, something that they bought here in South Africa. Just earlier, we were right at the river and with Border Management Authority officials who just intercepted some border jumpers there and also confiscated some of the cargo that they were carrying. But right now, I'm joined here by Assistant Commissioner of BMA, Commissioner Nkulisani Rubengo, who joins me right now. Thank you so much, Rubengo. In this heat, 38 degrees Celsius. Just talk to us about what has been happening here today. We were right there at the river. We saw border jumpers, and you intercepted them. Just give us details on what has been transpiring.
No, a very good afternoon to you and to the viewers. This is where we're beginning to see the benefits of the technology that we have deployed during this festive season. We have deployed, actually been reporting drones in 5 ports of entry. This is one of the ports of entry that we have deployed the drones. We also deployed the body cams. We also deployed what we call push-to-talk. So we have been using this drone to monitor those areas that we regard to as vulnerable segments, and then this obviously is one of the vulnerable segments that we have identified, and we are using drones to monitor this area. So there are these colleagues or these folks who don't necessarily have documentations, who don't have passports, and we are trying to avoid paying tax through the goods from the products they shall purchase from South Africa. So they will use this unfortunately passage to pass to Zimbabwe from South Africa.
Yeah, and of course you were also assessing movement right at the border, the Beitbridge Border Post, assessing documentation. Can you give us a sense of what has been happening now? We understand a lot of people are crossing back to South Africa now this weekend.
Yeah, in terms of people who have recorded yesterday, we have recorded 19,000 people, and then from that number, around 15,000 are the people who are coming from Zimbabwe to South Africa, and then obviously around 4,000 are those who are then departing to Zimbabwe. We have also intercepted 75 people who don't, travelers rather, who don't necessarily have documentation. So these people that we got from this segmented area, vulnerable area, are one of the people that we have included in that 75 number. So we've intercepted that number, which is 75.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Commissioner. Yeah, this is Commissioner Rubengo talking about the activities at the border, and also right here where a lot of border jumping happens. It's called Maroi. They take advantage of the broken fence and jump and go through these passages, and also transporting cargo through that. But also going back to the traffic again, is today Saturday, Sunday also. Tomorrow we're expecting volumes to increase as a lot of travelers come back to South Africa. But the Borders Management Authority operations will end today, but the work itself at the border will continue. Thank you.
All right, Lutendo certainly speaks to the work that needs to be done to cover all bases, especially with the BMA now talking about the budget cuts that are also affecting this particular organization. So it'll be interesting to see what's being done then to deal with that area where you are right now. But thank you so much for that update. That's my colleague there, Lutendo Bobodi, monitoring the latest when it comes to the traffic situation at the Beitbridge Border Post.